everyone, I'm Jamie Webster and today we are in the live rooms in Chester.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're backstage in my dressing room, pre-sound check, and I'm talking to SoundON.
There's been a misconception I'll be circumstance. You walk the walk, but you don't dance. Dance isn't life for them, but you'd rather go down the road.
I'd just like to firstly thank everyone for the support with the album so far. Moments, it's been phenomenal and made me probably why I'm so happy in this interview.
Everybody sing along, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. And we'll be shouting from the rooftops in alleyways, screaming baby I'm home.
I didn't ever think I'd have an album to my name that would sound the way this one does, do you know what I mean? And if people think that the topics that I'm writing about and the songs that I'm writing are relatable, then that makes it even more special for me, you know what I mean? Because that's what I do this for. It's for a connection with people. It's to make people who feel like they haven't got a voice feel like that they're not alone, you know what I mean? I'm writing for the people who feel like that they can't be heard no matter how loud that they shout. And that's what I'll always do. So thank you to everyone who feels part of it, because you well and truly are. You know the songs that I sing, you know the line that I walk, you know the talk that I talk. How could I call myself real and authentic if I didn't stand up for what was going on to my own people and around my events? Do you know what I mean? It's got everything to do with me. So if I can voice my opinion on it and let it be heard, use my platforms for the good, you know what I mean? Use the platform I've got to bring about good change in an industry that's got a lot wrong with it. An industry that I love and that we all love, but it's got a fucking lot of politics in it and a lot wrong with it. So if I can do, you know, I'm not saying that I'm gonna change everyone's point of view, because everyone's got their own opinion and that's fine, but I know I'm speaking for a lot of people here, do you know what I mean? I know that. So if I can amplify their opinion and their stance on things to make it better for them, then why wouldn't I do that? All it takes is for me to sit on a call with some fella in a suit for 45 minutes, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm breaking my back to do it. I've just got to talk and speak, do you know what I mean? And as you can probably tell from this interview, I'm fucking quite good at that and I can talk a lot. So, you know, for me, that's just sit me down in front of any Tory aristocrat executive who's ripping people off and I'll put them to bed. Do you know what I mean? I'll do that any day of the week. You see, he couldn't deal with me. He can't deal with real people like us. Do you know what I mean? That's why people like us aren't put in positions where we can question them, because they don't know what we're like. They don't understand us. They don't want to understand us. Do you know what I mean? So if you can just fucking give it to them at the jugular, watch them crumble, watch them shake. Do you know what I mean? And that should give you the incentive to think, you know what, we are more powerful than these people and we can break them. Do you know what I mean? Because we fucking can. And Moments is about, the album itself is summarises everything I've just spoke about there, do you know what I mean? And gives you much more than that. If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for euphoria and if you're looking for, you know, a sense of freedom and a sense of strength when you listen to a record and a sense of togetherness, then listen to Moments, buy it, download it, stream it, share it, because it will make you feel, and it makes me feel like I'm not alone, and seeing all these people relating to it makes them feel like they're not alone, and then come down to one of my gigs and see it for yourself, and you'll realise that you're not alone, and you'll realise that we can make a positive change, not only in the music industry, but in life as well. Do you know what I mean? And music is one of the most powerful tools to do that, regardless of people who say keep politics out of music. Like I said before, life's political, and the music industry is very fucking political. So if I can change that, good.
Sick and tired of the bad news stories. Sick and tired of the clock extorting. Is there anyone out there who laugh at ya? You fucking tell me. For the many that have raised the issue, being disposed of like a scarred tissue. Don't you think maybe this time it's gone too far? Ah, how can you tell me that this is where it's at? When all the clowns are calling the shots. How can you tell me that this is the dream? When all the dreamers are left out to run, not in a pocket, and no care for how we live. Things can't stay the same, something's gotta give.
We haven't had a lot. Most of us have grown up on council estates, and he's the first person in my generation anyway to stand up on stage and sing about it.
You can relate to it. I think that's the thing, I relate to him, everything he says. Love it, love him.
He's amazing and he's got a cat wig and he hates the Tories and I love him.
North End Kid is my favourite tune. It's just about a working class lad. That's what it's about. And that's what we can relate to, like.
I know people have come from all over the country to watch him, but when you're from an area like that, it just hits home.
We just love the lad. Glad he's come to Chester to see him as well. Can't get tickets to see him anywhere. He's just sold out everywhere. Love the lad.
Yeah, I've listened to the album. My favourite songs on there are Davy Crane. I think that's a brilliant song. Shout out to Tag Hughes in the video. And I like the other one as well. I can't remember the names. It's in the air, or We Breathe It in the Air. That track as well. The slow one it is. I thought that was a lovely song as well.
And it was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Even if you're not from this walk of life, or you're not from Liverpool, and you know you're from a working class background, wherever you may be, I think give the album a listen, and I'm sure there's a lot of lyrics there that you can relate to.
1, 2, 3, 4. Things are the same. You need to conform to the rolling in. But your friends, they applaud you. Out of the line when the smile's on your face. Your head falls into a different place. The smoke can't lie. And all the baroni singing. Nothing to say. Are we fucking ready, Chester? Living for yesterday.
In terms of the realness and like, you know, I worked as an electrician for 10 years since I left school. You know, I've worked on building sites, I've worked social housing, I've worked on, or you know, I've been around the block. I've mixed with so many different people from so many different places because of the culture that I had with going to the football games home and away. In Liverpool, I obviously support travelling around the country to different countries. You meet so many different people and from different walks of life, and you know, I had like 10 years to just take that all in and you know, grow up with it. And obviously, the older you get, the more you can see it from a sort of armchair view. You can see it at, like more as it is and what's happening and what's happened, and your experience adds to that. So in terms of that, you know, having those stories that seem like real, that's just because they are. That's just because I'm writing from here and from my experience, and it doesn't. I couldn't write songs about something that I don't feel, or something that I haven't seen, or you know, being close to. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've had a terrible upbringing and you know, I haven't had anything growing up, because that'd be a lie. You know, my mum and dad worked really hard. They're working class people, but they worked really hard to give me and my brothers and sisters, you know, the benefits that they didn't have when they were younger. And and I'm not, you know, I don't take that for granted in any means. Do you know what I mean? I use the platform that I've got through having those opportunities to speak for people who don't. I listen, the thing is with the musical side of it, if you don't listen to new music all the time and listen to really good music all the time, you know, you're not going to develop in terms of like the ear that you have, how you write, how you know, you're not going to pick up these things. You know, I will constantly listen to records that I've never listened to before just to get inspiration, musical inspiration, do you know what I mean? Because no matter how good you think you are, there's always someone out there who's done it better and bigger, do you know what I mean? I'm going on another UK tour and the venues are bigger and better. I'm obviously headlining the arena in my own city, which is an incredible feat. It's even more incredible that we've, you know, over 70% sold it and it's in 8 or 9 months' time. That's gonna be mad. I don't know what I'm gonna do there when it comes to gig day because my nerves will be all over me. But yeah, we've got massive venues on sale now for that tour. You can get on my website for that. And we've got a couple more gigs to be announced to that tour, hopefully sooner rather than later, because I don't like keeping news back from my fans, but certain things dictate that I have to. But there's 2 big gigs coming onto that tour, which will be incredible, and I know the people who live in those cities will be buzzing to hear about them. Hint, hint. I feel like I've had like a halted start to this industry because of COVID and that, you know, when I really sort of kicked into it. So now, I'm just looking forward to just breaking down all the doors, do you know what I mean? Smashing through all the ceilings and seeing where I end up this time next year, you know what I mean? For our next chat maybe. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's listened, supported, spoke about me in a good or bad way, because all publicity's good publicity, so to speak. And yeah, just thank you, and keep supporting, keep listening, keep streaming, keep sharing, keep buying. Moments is out now, get on it.